promised I was going to make a video today for our men to help them to understand how why they need to treat their women right so that they can get the best from her. A lot of men have not recognized the value in a woman, especially the women in their lives. If you have gone out there, you searched amongst many people, and you decided to pick one out of the lot. I think that one of the best things you can do to yourself is to find ways to work out things between the two of you, because in Nigeria, my from my interaction with a lot of women come into marriages with a mind to support their husbands. I think that's the way we've been raised. Women really, really want to support the men. But for a woman to really support you, or for you to get the best out of her, you have to create that enabling environment for her to really support, you. Um, a woman is an asset in the life of a man, and I need men to begin to realize this. Unfortunately, in Nigeria and in Africa, people marry because they just want to have children. A lot of people have not unlocked the treasure in relationship, in seeing that person in their life as someone who they can benefit from. You can benefit from her advice, you can benefit from her direction. You can actually rub minds with her, you can brainstorm with her. A lot of men don't even believe that their women have anything to offer to them in terms of advice, and this is how they're losing out. And a lot of men have really, really made a lot of mistakes because they don't sit down with their partners to agree on things before they start implementing some of those projects. And I'll give an instance. Many years ago, my husband had this a friend of his who had suggested to him a certain business, and he told me about it. Okay, we looked at it, and I pointed out a few things. I asked a few questions to him which he didn't have the answers to, and I told him I wasn't very comfortable with that business he wanted to do with that person. The financial involvement then was quite high, and I did share with him my concerns. But you know, sometimes men think that their ideas are better. Yeah, that was a long time ago, anyways, because things have really changed since that issue or since that experience. So, and he went on with that business, and in the first month of that transaction, everything I said happened. You know, everything went bad, and a lot of things just went wrong, and we lost a lot of resources in that transaction. Yeah, that was in the early years of our marriage, and we have learned some lessons from it. He has learned a lot of lessons from it, and we are not working that way since then, right? It happened once, and we learned a lot of lessons from that experience. Yeah, so this is just one, out of the many ways that men are not benefiting from the assets in their homes. I know a lot of men will come out here to say things like, you know, my wife is this, my wife is that. I'm making this video and I'm assuming that I'm talking to men who have made the right choices in in their marital decisions, because there is still another thing that I see that is affecting our Nigerian men when they want to make a marital decision. That is when they're looking at, instead of considering someone who can support you, who can give you sound advice, who you can rub minds with. They go to pick just any type of woman, people who have not properly developed, women who are not self sufficient, who have not even experienced anything in life. And that's because what they want to have there in their homes is someone that they want to control. So if you have gone into a marriage relationship with that woman who you wanted to control, I don't have, there's no way I can help you with what I'm saying, because those type of women who you think you can control may not really be able to give you a lot of support, because in the first instance, those women, they don't even have their own money, they don't have their own resources, they can't support you financially. A lot of times those women are not developing themselves. They are not people that read, they don't interact a lot with the outside world, so they don't even really know or have any content in them to support you with. So these are not the type of women I'm talking about. I am talking about women who are very intentional about their development. They are reading wide, they're improving themselves, they are adding to themselves, and they have attained a level of self sufficiency. These are the type of women I'm talking about. So if you're living with such a woman, you should recognize that you have an asset in your home. And if you're married to them, I don't see why you want to make very serious decisions about certain projects without consulting them, because you may be losing out a lot. These women who are well read, who have developed themselves in so many areas, could be able to guide you financially, because I found out that a lot of times our men seem not to really know what to do when they have a lot of money. They take the wrong decisions. But if you have this kind of woman around you, you should feel free to interact with her, seek her counsel, ask her questions and rub minds with her, so that you'll be able to get the best out of that relationship. Yes, but for this, I want to assume that I'm talking to men who are open minded, who don't have skeletons in their cupboard, who have come into this relationship, committed to make things work, not who are one leg in and one leg out. Because if you are that kind of man, I'm telling you that you're not going to get all the support that you need from your wife, because even when your woman sees that you're getting into the wrong hands, or trying to make a mistake, because she knows that you don't listen to her, because she knows that you don't consult her, because she knows that even when she has anything or advice to offer, you don't take her seriously, she's going to just let you be, and you will eventually find yourself in that ditch. So, men, my advice to you, if you are living with someone who is an asset, please recognize that asset in your home and try to work well with her, so that you'll be able to get the best out of her. So I'm happy to read your comments on this video. Feel free to share your own ideas around any of the things I have said today. Have a great evening and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye.